So I'm just gonna hop right into this by saying the reason I've been silent lately isn't because I didn't want to offend anyone or was fearing of saying the wrong thing. In fact, the reason you guys haven't seen anything from me is because I was silenced by Facebook pretty immediately when all this started. Uh, the day after George Floyd was murdered, I posted up a new cover photo, and it was the thin blue line flag, and the line was peeling off as if it were tape. And beneath it was a swastika flag, the flag for Nazi Germany, which to me represented that our police state was similar to that of fascist Nazis, and it was deleted. I was banned, gave me a 3-day ban, and I just decided that I was going to deactivate my Facebook. So I did. And then I got an email from Facebook telling me that my post didn't go against the community guidelines and it was unbanned. Or I was unbanned. So then I posted it up again, and as soon as I posted it, no more than 4 seconds after I posted it, just like the first time I posted it, I got hit with a ban again, said for violating community standards. So Facebook had already emailed me after I deactivated my Facebook telling me that this post that I posted did not go against the community standards, and then when I reactivated my Facebook and posted it again, I was banned for 3 days. And I tried to appeal the second ban, and I haven't heard anything back. My ban ends today, which is why I'm doing this. So that being said, I think the issue now is much bigger than race, and I know that race started it, and it is a big part of the issue, but it's much bigger than that now. I think it's gotten to the point where it doesn't matter if you're a member of the left, you're a member of the right. It's not about that anymore. Now, it doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, anything. That doesn't matter anymore, because now since Donald Trump's actions last night, now it's the people against the state. He made that clear last night whenever he gave the okay to use live rounds on civilians. It's no longer the police acting independently. It's the police working in conjunction with the United States military to suppress what, for the most part, are not peaceful, honestly, protests. But why would they be peaceful at this point? If peaceful protests had worked, we wouldn't have escalated to this point. We wouldn't have to be doing these things. This is what needs to be done at this point, I think. Nothing's going to change unless there is violence, which is kind of the opposite of what I've always said before. I always said that maybe violence wasn't the best way to go about things, but I don't think that that's the case anymore. If the U.S. government is going to push at the American population with force, why wouldn't the people push back? And I don't think there's any reason that the people shouldn't push back if that is the course of action that Donald Trump chooses to take and continues to take. So, and he knows that. He knew that when he made that action. He knows that there's people out there that aren't going to take it sitting down. And what's very interesting to me is the people that were always, for, hey, once the government starts shooting at us, that's it. We're the Boogaloo Boys, as they call themselves, that sort of crowd. They've been waiting for this moment, and now they're the ones saying, oh, well, maybe we should listen to the cops and the government stuff, guys. Maybe they're right. It's the most preposterous thing I've ever seen. Now it's people like myself and others that were, called snowflakes, they're the ones that are out there actually fighting against this fascist state that has been created and maintained over many years. And it's preposterous to me that it's come to that, but that's how it went. It went from that's where we're at now. So, I don't know. I just wanted to speak my piece about it. If you don't know, there's a lot of things going on right now that you may not know. There have been reports of police officers. This is before the soldiers were even deployed. There were police officers going around wearing face coverings, no badges, or if they did have badges, their badge numbers were covered, and going out and firing on people, just because they were on their porch and they were supposed to be inside or something with not with live ammunition yet, but at this point, from while I'm recording this, I still haven't heard much about what happened last night in D.C. because of the communication blackout, which is already, that says a lot right there, that something bad must have been happening if they refuse to let communications in or out of the area. That's not a good sign. That's not something that's unprecedented in our country, almost. I don't know of any other cases where cellular communication or any forms of other communication were suppressed to keep information in or out of a place, and that's something that you'd see in, well, that's something you do see in China all the time, and that's why they started pushing back. That's one of the reasons why they started pushing back. So it's all falling, to me, it looks like, into a course. It's just getting further and further. Everything's getting further and further right, and now it's finally the show of force is being shown, and they're showing that they can do what they want, and we can't stop them. So if people continue to be peaceful and sit around and just take it, it's not going. It's good. Then they know they can get away with it, and they can keep getting away with it. And the next time it'll be worse, and the next time that people decide to push, it's going to get worse, and it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. So something has to be done about it, and it has to be done now. I'm not sure what it is, but it needs to be done, and it has to be done fast. Otherwise, it's done. It's over with. It's people are gonna be fighting in the streets, each other. It's all gonna crumble. Everything that we left the Great Britain back in the day for came over here. It's done. It's over with if we don't figure this out soon. But that's what I gotta say. Thanks for listening.